What's up, what's up, what's up? Inez here, and today we're going to talk about the confirmed Black Ops 2 game modes. Now, to a certain extent, they're not exactly fully confirmed, only obviously for Treyarch, so that they don't lose all the suspense to their brand new or, upcoming Black Ops 2. But from what we can confirm, sort of, on a couple of different trusted websites, there are 3 new game modes in which are being implemented. The first one being Escort. Now, Escort is basically where there are 3 different flags in which you're trying to escort one particular player to each one, and obviously I think just to capture the flag. In this particular case, I like this because it's almost like if any of you guys have ever played paintball, it's like Kill the President. You're trying to get the person that has no gun from one side of the base to the other without being shot. And I find this to be quite creative in the fact that it's a brand new, obviously a brand new game type, but it's something that a lot of people can relate to. Not just the paintball scenario, but it's I don't know, it's different. It can be in a sort of sense more realistic, because I mean that is generally what happens in certain scenarios in the real life world. So with that said, that's actually a pretty cool game mode. And then moving on to the second one, which is Split Spawn. This one is a little weird, but at the same time I sort of like it. And basically what it is there's a person that's flying a chopper and at the same time gunning and shooting, to protect the people that are spawning within the chopper, which have a little ladder. And basically there's I think 1 flag, and they're trying to actually capture this flag twice. And in the process, I think you only have 1 life. A lot of these seem to be on the premise of a one-hit kill, no respawns, or like a search and destroy. And so there's a person flying the chopper and gunning, and then there's people that are spawning, and getting on this ladder and dropping down in different parts of the base. And basically, if they cap the flag, they win. And if the other team either destroys the chopper or kills everyone on the other team, then they win. So it's a new creative one. I don't really see why they can't just jump out of the chopper or whatever, or maybe they will. It's not for certain, but it seems alright. The last one is Equalizer. Now I must say this is probably one of the most creative, but not necessarily fully thought through game mode, but who knows, there's a couple new ones, like in the Modern Warfare 3 where they had like Team Defender, which is sort of like on the same premise, except every time you hold the flag you get points, or Kill Confirm, which I quite liked, had a really nice premise to it. But Equalizer is a little weird, and basically how it works is in the beginning each team, they have a built up juggernaut with different perks, specialized perks, and then a specialized weapon class. And when the last 2 people on either team actually obtain this juggernaut, and also the way in which you can create this juggernaut is you have to cap a flag. And it's not necessarily cap a flag, but as long as you're in possession, like Team Defender, this juggernaut is open, and when it's open you can change the different weapons layout or perks for this particular juggernaut, unless it's already preset. It's very ambiguous in terms of how they explain this particular one, which is why I find it a little hard to explain myself. But basically, while the flag is in possession of either team, I think they actually say it's a particular base, or a certain kind of base that opens up and allows you, or a facility, and allows you to change the kill streaks and all this sort of stuff on the juggernaut. And once the juggernaut is complete or whatever, or when there's 2 people left on either side, they're actually able to get the juggernaut, unless they have a 5-point streak, which we'll get later on to in another commentary. But with that said, they are able to use the juggernaut, and basically the more kills they get, whoever has the most kills at the end wins. And basically they said once you die, you convert over to the other team, so that it's never really set in place. And also with that said, once you die, I think it's done. You're on the other team, but you don't play, so that obviously when there's only 2 people left on your team, they're able to obtain this juggernaut. I must say, looking through each one, it is quite interesting to look at and analyze, but at the same time, it's very creative. And obviously Trex, they gotta create it, they gotta keep making it creative, because if they don't, Call of Duty comes to a standstill, and we can't have that. But I must say, for Escort and Split Spawn, it does seem quite interesting, especially Escort. I'm not going to lie, that looks like a lot of fun, where there's one person, I'm assuming, does not have a gun, and is in fact holding a flag. I don't know, maybe you can like poke someone's eyes out with it, or run around, smash people with, I don't know, like a melee or some sort. And we'll talk about more in the classes in another commentary. But with that said, escorting a person around, that seems quite hard. It seems like a very tactical gameplay and game mode for that matter. And with that said, I think it's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out. If in fact escort is totally confirmed, in which case I will be very psyched for and hoping to smash a couple faces with that flag in the near future. Split spawn as the other game mode. I would be very keen on flying that chopper. In Battlefield 3 and in Battlefield 2 for that matter, flying the chopper was a lot of fun. Just from a general standpoint, because we've never really been able to fly or use actual vehicles within the Call of Duty series. Obviously you have your little robots and here and there, but not actual machinery in which you can physically control that, like a mobile vehicle of some sort. It's always like you're part of an attack chopper, but you're just using the gun or whatever. But to be in use of an actual weapon will be very interesting to see Black Ops do, or Call of Duty for that matter, because we've never seen it happen before. And with that said, it'll be interesting to see how in which you will be able to use that chopper. With that said, I think they would have bigger maps, because obviously in the air, the Call of Duty maps are very small. So I'm guessing that the maps will in fact be bigger, and on a bigger scale for that matter, which I think would be pretty cool, for some more hiding areas and all that sort of stuff, and just more integration and more immersive gameplay within the map. So it's not within a very small space, like for instance Radiation on Call of Duty Black Ops. If you use an attack chopper, you circle the whole area within about, I'd probably say 45 seconds to a minute. That's only because it goes pretty slow. But in terms of the map, it's quite small. So I'm guessing that if you're going to use an attack chopper, you're going to be flying an attack chopper, it's going to be a little bit more of a bigger airspace. So that looks like a lot of fun. I hope they don't use the ladder. The ladder seems pretty boring. I'd rather jump out of the chopper, probably gunning, going commando style in the air, gunning down, and then pulling out the parachute at the last second. That would seem like a lot of fun. And you get 2 tries, so it's not like if you get hit out of the air, it's over, because there are 2 rounds. All these are around the premise of a search and destroy, 1-hit kill, no respawn. So that's pretty interesting. The equalizer, I must say, is very ambiguous as to what they're actually planning to do. I don't know whether as soon as you get the flag, as soon as you get the flag, the thing opens and you get to continuously change it, or once you think you have the best layout, then you leave it. I don't really know what's going on. They didn't really explain it that well through numerous sources, but it could seem like a very creative game mode, but they would really have to work on that. I think it should just be like a preset Juggernaut or some sort, because I think obviously if people are constantly changing the thing, it wouldn't seem that cool. Or even better, have a continuously changing Juggernaut, so every time you're in possession of that flag, the Juggernaut, it's like on a timer and it keeps changing, like the mystery gun box in Zombies. It just keeps changing in different classes, kill streaks and spawns and all that sort of stuff, and it just constantly changes until you're out of possession, and whatever Juggernaut you pick, when there's only 2 people left, those are the ones you'll be fighting with. Now that would be, I think, really cool. They should actually try something like that, almost like a mystery gun box for a Juggernaut, so a mystery Juggernaut box. That'd be pretty cool, I think. But it's an interesting premise for a new game mode. It's a little far, but I think far is where Call of Duty is heading towards next. I know I said in my last commentary they went a little too much into the future, but if they're going to go that far into the future, the game mode, I guess, is going to be a little bit out there, but whatever works. I mean, Call of Duty is Call of Duty. You're gonna get it no matter what. But I hope to see some very creative gameplay, which I'm pretty sure there will be. But with these 3 game modes, guys, I think it's gonna be absolutely spectacular to see at least 2 of them, which is Escort, Split Spawn, and Equalizer, guys. We will see in the near future. But as far as that's concerned, that is the latest update on the latest game modes. Hearing from you guys, Ian, and later.